Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another episode of Behind the Closed Doors. Today, Dave and Kit are showing us around Johannesburg. This is one of the tips that I do like to share almost every time we do a trip. You can use a guide in the form of a booklet, you can use Google Maps, you can use whatever you want to find cool locations. But in all honesty, the local people know it best. So when we go on a trip, we always ask local photographers, can you show us around? We just put out a call on Facebook or any other social media and people will respond, and well, those guys really know the fun parts of a city or the interesting parts because those guys actually live there. And in all honesty, both Anna-Week and I are not really the kind of persons that go to that Kodak point, the point where everybody takes a picture, or a museum. In all honesty, we love museums. But when you're somewhere for a short period of time, like we do with a trade show, we only have like 3 or 4 days extra time. We don't want to spend it in a museum for the very simple reason. Often you can find the information also online. You can see videos online. And well, it's much more fun to really go to the city in places where, well, normally tourists don't go that easily, or maybe by accident. So make sure you have a local tour guide. They're awesome. And Dave and Kit, they're uber awesome. Really nice guys. Okay guys, let's go to Johannesburg. And thank you so very much for watching. Of course, if you like what we do, subscribe to our channel, like, and of course tell other people about it. Let's go. guys, we're back in the hotel, and what we did today might seem a little bit strange. We were only in the car shooting images. Now, Enwick and I jokingly call this the drive-by shooting. Now you might wonder, like, Frank, what do you mean with drive-by shooting? It's something, if you've never done it before, I can highly recommend it. Now, what is the main problem if you're in a city? 1, you want to see a lot, right? And you don't have a lot of time. 2, some areas are simply not safe to go out with your camera. And in Johannesburg, we feel relatively safe, but there are still areas where I go like, I don't go out here with a camera, no way. The nice thing about shooting from a car is that you can just lower your windows, take some images, and you see the city in a totally different way. Because in fact, you're not shooting from the street, but you're shooting from, well, from the car. So you have a different perspective on the city. Now, my tip for this kind of shooting is use auto ISO, set a minimum shutter speed for 1/1000th of a second, and use a lens that can actually focus pretty fast and put it on continuous focusing. Make sure that the windows of the car are of course clean and that there is no curvature in the window, because if there's a little bit of curvature in the window, you will see that in your images back that, for example, the side will be totally out of focus, which can also be a creative effect, but you only say that it's a creative effect if you see the image and you go like, that's a shame, but you don't want to admit it, right? Yeah. So anyway, drive-by shootings, without a doubt, my favorite way of traveling around the city. The Hop on Hop Off tour, of course, is one of those options where you sit on top of the bus and you shoot down. But in all honesty, from a real car, so a lower perspective, gives you way better shots. So let's just look at some of the images we took today. And after that, we're going to close the vlog, because tomorrow, that's also why we only did that today, tomorrow is the start of the video and photo experience. It's going to be 3 days, and we're going to pack that into one vlog for you guys, because you don't want to see 3 days exactly the same in 3 different vlogs. So we're going to make that one vlog. Okay, so here come the images. If you like what we do, subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, smash that like button. But most of all, tell other people about it. Start the images. There we go, enjoy.